The Hammers really be heading for Europe after a gap of 18 years. The luck went again today. Ian Pearce's header thudding the crossbar. From the ensuing melee, Steve Lomas saw his header scrambled against a post by Mark Bosnich. Love him, hate him, Villa's perplexing Savo Milosevic is never far from the headlines. He does have a sweet left foot though, this time Villa cursing their luck. Villa's opening goal, according to Harry Redknapp, was the fluke of all flukes. Taylor's shot wickedly deflected off Joachim's toes and past Bernard Lamar. Villa weren't bothered, they all count. Nothing fluky about Villa's second. Steve Staunton feeding Dwight York down the left. He had time to weigh up his options. The fast-improving Lee Hendry decided to have a go. Lamar parried the shot, Milosevic did the rest. Suddenly his transfer price had taken an inflationary jump.
Delighted for him, his price has now gone up to 5 million. So anyone out there is interested, he's now 5 million. He told me that he'll get goals before the end of the season to push him up to 8 million, so I hope he's right.
For that European spot. Villa are also on a very good run since the arrival of John Gregory. Nick Collins joined the crowd of 39,000 at Villa Park and sent us this report.
Savo Milosevic, super sub. The Yugoslav had to wait 65 minutes to get in on the action, but he certainly made up for it. West Ham had looked rock solid until then, but Savo shook them with his first effort, and his second finished them off. Villa were one up and pressing. Lee Hendry's shot was blocked, but Savo was in the right place at the right time for his 10th goal of the season.
Yeah, well, he's gone up now. He's gone up to 5 million today. I quoted him at 4.5 million on Thursday, but another goal today put him up to 5 million. I told him so after the game, and he said, don't worry, boss. He said, I get another 4 or 5 goals and I'll be 8 million.
The price tag a reference to the fact that Milosevic still wants to leave at the end of the season.
He's pretty about that. I'm not going to try and convince him to stay. If that's what he wants to do, then so be it. But obviously somebody's going to have to pay us a few quid to get him first.
He didn't do his cause any harm at all, setting up Dwight York, but Bernard Lamar saved brilliantly. Nothing the French keeper could do about Villa's first goal, though. Ian Taylor's shot takes a wicked deflection off Julian Joachim.
Ian Taylor had a go at goal, and I've just come across and luckily it's at my foot, and you know the keeper was going the other way and couldn't obviously keep it out.
Definitely your goal, or was Ian trying to claim it?
Nah, I think it come off me, so it's definitely my goal.
5 wins out of 6. This is impressive form now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We've got our confidence back again amongst us, and we're absolutely flying at the minute.
Joachim's goal was tough on West Ham. Until then, they'd been the better side.
It was a missed shot that was going wide of the goal, well wide, and it hits the fella on the foot. He knows nothing about it. He squirms the opposite direction with the keeper. He could have thrown his cap on the first shot, and he squirms in the opposite corner.
West Ham had come to Villa Park unbeaten in 7 league matches. Ian Pearce's first half header rattled off the underside of the bar. Steve Lomas's effort was saved by Mark Bosnich. That was to be the nearest the Hammers came as their European ambitions took a knock.
Well, obviously it's a setback, but there's still 7 games to go, and it's important that we look to win, maybe 5 of them. It's not impossible. We've got to pick ourselves up, and it's our first bad result for an awful long time.
Villa, meanwhile, are fast becoming one of the Premiership's form teams. They've now moved into the top half of the table, and with 5 games to go, they still believe the UEFA Cup could be a possibility.
If the results are fairly kind to us and we manage to pick up a few more points between now and the end of the season, then obviously it does become a possibility. But if we fail on that, then we're having a crack at the Intertoto, as you know. And if we can't get into Europe, I suppose we'll have to write a song.
But in all seriousness, if Villa did get back into Europe, well, you never know. Savo Milosevic might even change his mind and agree to stay. Final score, Aston Villa 2, West Ham 0.
Yes, well, Villa might have got all 3 points, but West Ham did have a couple of near misses, Frank, didn't they?
Yeah, it wasn't before Villa scored. Obviously, they were frustrated, and this one hit the bar, and then Lomas's header saved on the line by the goalkeeper, which is an excellent save. But that's the turning points in the game, and obviously they picked up after that. But Ian Pearce is getting in the box these days and looking like he's going to score on all corners, free kicks. But this is a great save by Bosnich, fantastic.
Yeah, the focus really on that report was about Savo Milosevic coming on as a super sub. that was critical for them that he scored. But before that, Joachim had got a crucial equaliser for them.
Yeah, the actual shot itself, Harry said it wasn't on target. I think it was, but it wouldn't have beaten the goalkeeper. There wasn't much sting in the shot, but it just hit Joachim on the foot and it ran into the corner. And it is his goal, despite what Taylor may be trying to say.
He seemed convinced of it.
Well, it is his. He's the last one to touch it on the team, and whether he meant it or not, it's his goal. And it's unfortunate for the goalkeeper in West Ham because it wasn't, he had it covered.
What about this price tag on Milosevic then? Would you pay $5 million for him?
I think you've got to look at what's available. He's a goal scorer. He's a turbulent time there at Aston Villa. I mean, it's been in and out. But if you look in the European games this year, he's actually been the one that's just made a difference for him. He's got them through to the later rounds. I think that's the going price for a